It is no longer a secret that poverty has become a multidimensional problem that is faced around the world today. In our previous videos, we look at poverty in 3 characteristics and 3 dimensions. So one of the dimensions is that we look at poverty at a personal level, in the way that we consider people's level of education, people's skill set, and the rest of them, which has made them difficult for them to get a job, and as a result, they are thrown into poverty. In another dimension is that we look at poverty at a societal level. That is the microeconomic condition of that society, which has marginalized a lot of people and throw them into poverty. Finally, we look at poverty as an acute factor, which has to do with the physical condition of the person, the well-being of the person, which has become a challenge that has made them unable to secure any employment and consequently put them into poverty. Because of the growing number of people going into poverty in the world today, a lot of developed countries have developed some economic principles which can help, take people out of poverty. And one of those economic principles is universal basic income, in which equal amount of money is given to citizens of a country regardless of their gender or their employment status. This is to ensure that everyone have enough money to cater for their basic need and their necessity in that society. Another welfare package adopted by many developed countries today is the income support and social services. Income support is provided to individuals and families that are facing significant financial difficulties so that they can be able to meet their income and financial needs. While social services is provided to promote individual and societal well-being. It provides various financial assistance to individuals and families that are facing problems of unemployment, disability, and other financial hardship. Even though all these income support programs has been significant in reducing poverty around the world today, it has also drawn a lot of criticism that it is very expensive and also a high disincentive for people to work. Today, we currently live in a world full of technology and informations. Why it may not be your fault that you are poor, it could be your fault why you remain poor and could be poor for the rest of your life. This is because you do more of the things that will keep you poor than the things that will take you out of poverty, and I will tell you why. In today's video, I'm going to explain the 10 realistic reasons why you are poor and how you can change that. And there are many informations that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. Please watch this video to the end and you'll be glad that you did. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. I'm a Nigerian content creator that is based in Canada. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do help us by subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell so that anytime I make good videos like this, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And do not also forget to like, share and comment in the comment section, and I'll be very happy that you did. Welcome back guys. We're going to be talking about the 10 realistic reasons why you are poor and how you can change that. And I'm going to start that with some stories of something that happened to me back then when I was in school. I got to Abuja and my auntie gave me a small tabletop refrigerator which I took to school. And when I got to school, I did everything possible to get this refrigerator on, to the point that I even brought some neighbors to help me check this refrigerator. We keep, turning on the buttons, open up the fridge. Inside the fridge, there are some control switch there. We try to adjust many stuff inside that control switch, but we could not turn on this refrigerator. At the end of the day, we got to a point whereby I have to take back that refrigerator, and I was, taking it out of my room when I realized that I didn't even plug in the refrigerator to the power switch, and I was trying all this while in vain to get it on. This applies to a lot of people today because a lot of people are doing things in a disorderly manner and they're expecting to get the right result. And this also applies in the principle you put forward in making money and building your finances. So a lot of people today, they are applying the wrong financial principles, the wrong self-management principles, and they're expecting to get the right result and make money. The kind of questions you ask in the world today will determine the kind of answers that you're going to get. If you ask the right question, you're going to get the right answers. But if you ask the wrong questions, you definitely get the wrong answers. So for instance, if you ask the questions, how am I going to get rich and wealthy? This is a wrong question because it's not going to help you to solve the problem from the root cause. So when you think about how am I going to get rich and wealthy, then you will neglect the personal problems that you have. Then you start looking on how to get money in a fast lane. But if you ask the question, why am I poor and not rich and wealthy? Then it's going to give you some that, activate that innovation in you to start looking at yourself, the things that you have that you are not using, the skill that you have that you are not using, and it will help you to tackle the problem from the grassroots. You cannot be talking about developing multiple streams of income when you have not even tackled poverty mentality that is leading you to overconsumption. Anything that comes your way, you consume all of them. You don't even save. And you don't believe in delayed gratification. You believe in the fast lane. You cannot be talking about investment mentality when you are still a dependent and you are still having this entitlement mentality. Let us look at the 10 reasons why you are poor. And number 1 on my list is ignorance. Everyone in the world knows that knowledge is the key. Knowledge is the power. And if you don't have knowledge, then you are ignorant. And if you are ignorant in the world today that is full of technology, then you may remain poor for the rest of your life. I'm not like it's not a curse, but that is the truth. So you have to leverage on the knowledge that you have. Then how rich you become depend on the knowledge that you have, the information that are available to you. Ignorance can occur in many categories, and one of it is ignorance of who they are. A lot of people don't know who they are. It's just like a king who travel to a poor neighborhood and is trying to pretend to be poor. Then there will be a moment whereby the people in that neighborhood definitely know that this guy is not poor. This guy is acting poor, just acting poor, because there are certain things you don't hide. You need to know who you are. So you need to know the circumstances of who you are. Then I can tell you a story that happened to me when I was in the university. During 100 level, I know that every one of us knew that I graduated from the Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, where I studied chemical engineering during my days there. Then in 100 level, after I finished my 100 level, I saw my 100 level result. The result was looking very, very bad. So I began to ask myself a question. Okay, is this really the best I can get? I was looking at that result and I was so ashamed of myself. I first of all evaluated why I performed poor, which is the right question to ask. I evaluated and I knew that one of the reasons why that result came out poor was that I was full of myself. I was believing that it was always a business as usual. Before the admission into the university, I was a very good student. I don't need to read that much to pass. But here is different. It's a different scenario here. So I had to work very hard. And one of it again is that I travel quite a lot. 2 weeks in Lagos and 2 weeks and 1 week in Zaria. So that was what I was doing. And the kind of friends that I have are not people that are into school. The kind of friends that I have are people that are into business, that I don't have, that business being in school. So that was kind of influenced me. So I, noted all this stuff and applied them into what I do. And from there, my results turned out very good. So a lot of people don't know who they are. They don't know the potential that they have. That is why they are not using it. So another type of ignorance is ignorance of what they have. A lot of people today in the world don't know what they have. They don't know what is deposited in them. They don't know the skill that they have. They don't know their potentials. So most of the time, you have something with you, but you don't even know the value. You don't even know what you have. And a lot of people who have this same kind of potential are using it to make money. A lot of abilities are there that people are not using. And that is the ignorance of what they have. So they don't know what they have. And that is why they are not monetizing it to make money. Another form of ignorance you can notice in the world today is ignorance of what to do. A lot of people don't know what to do. Some of the things you hear from them is that, what do you want me to do? I have done all that I have to do. In fact, that is the best I can do. You begin to hear that kind of statement. Then you know that they are ignorant of what to do. So you have to pay that price that will give you that financial freedom. And not everyone can do that. Everyone can do it, but not everyone will be able to do that. And that is why a lot of people are poor today and a lot of people are rich. So you have to know where you belong. Another ignorance that you easily notice today is what to avoid. A lot of people don't know what to avoid. They don't know the kind of lifestyle to avoid. This party lifestyle that make people waste money. They don't know how to avoid that. They don't know the kind of friends. When I say friends, both male and female friends, you could have male friends who always take you to party. They don't give you any investment opportunities. They don't give you any information that can lead to wealth creation. The only thing they do is to tell you where the latest party is happening. Then when you have those kind of friends, they don't know how to avoid them. Then when it is a girl, you have a girlfriend who takes more than she brings. So if you have a girlfriend who often takes more than she brings, then you don't know how to avoid her because obviously she's very beautiful. You don't know how to, do away with her. So if you don't know what to avoid, then it will be difficult for you to make money. Another thing to avoid is, alcohol, drug, stuffs like that. That takes, not only that they takes money, they takes life too. So you don't know how to avoid them. So if you don't know how to avoid things, you don't know how to say no to people. You don't know how to come into conclusion and say, okay, I'm not going to do these things anymore. And, stick by what you have said, stick by your decision, then it will be very difficult for you to be organized. And another ignorance that people have today is ignorance of financial literacy. Then in my last video, I have talked about financial literacy, how to understand what savings is, how to understand what investment is, how to understand your income, your expenditure, stuff like that. Many people don't know all that. So for you to be rich, you need to ask the right question. Why am I not rich? Then that will also make you to know if one of your problem is that you don't understand financial literacy, so that you begin to get that right today. The second reason why you could be poor today is laziness. Yeah, laziness is what a lot of people don't want to hear. When you tell a lot of people that they are lazy, they will be so angry and wouldn't want to, see you again. But the reality is that laziness accounted for the reason why up to 60% of the people are poor today. Yeah, you could be lazy without you even knowing that you are lazy. A lot of people claims to be jobless today and are seeking for employment, yet they tell you, oh, I don't want to do this kind of job. Oh, I don't want to do this kind of job. It's too menial. It's too demeaning. I don't want to do this kind of job. Then when you have this kind of mentality, then it will be very, very difficult for you to make money. A lot of people are looking for a corporate job without even a corporate certificate. So this is laziness. So in our world today, it is easy to spot lazy people. How do you know them? Number one, blame. They always blame everybody for their misfortune. When you see lazy people and you talk with them, you just only need to engage them for 5 minutes. You see them. They will start telling you about other people, blaming them for not giving them money to start a business, for not giving them opportunities and all that. Then another way you spot them is complaints. They always complain. Anywhere they go to, they are complaining. They are never satisfied. Another way you know lazy people is entitlement mentality. They always have this entitlement mentality that people have to do for them. They don't have problem that they cannot make money to help themselves, but they have problem that other people made money and cannot help them. So that is the problem. So they have this entitlement mentality that they always want to sit down and want people to give to them. Another way you observe or you identify lazy people is the tendency to steal. So every lazy person have that tendency to steal because they cannot work for money. Lazy people sleeps a lot. When you ask them, they'll complain of back pain. Oh, I'm always having this waist pain, back pain, waist pain. They complain of so many things that they give you reasons why they are sleeping. So lazy people always sleep a lot, because if you sleep a lot, then what time are you going to plan your life? What time do you have to even go, get that job that can give you the seed capital to start a business or to start to invest in cash flow? So lazy people sleeps a lot. Lazy people consumes a lot. They consume a lot. Everything that comes their way, they consume. They don't save. Everything that comes their way, because they're always hoping that another one will come tomorrow. The truth is that it will not always come. Any money that comes to you, you have to see it as an opportunity. It don't always come. So lazy people, they always consume a lot. Anything that comes to them, if you see them, they consume more than even rich people. Another way to identify lazy people is procrastination. Lazy people procrastinate quite a lot. Oh, everything, even if you give them a little assignment, maybe they are looking for a job, you give them an assignment to go write an application letter. You give them a sample. When you call them, they are always giving you excuse. Oh, I will do it tomorrow. Or I will do it next week. I'm so weak. I'm having a headache. You see them, they procrastinate quite a lot. So you can easily identify lazy people by procrastination. Then another way is busy doing nothing. They're always busy. When you ask them, they'll tell you they are busy. But when you try to check what they are doing, you see that they are not really doing much. Probably they are watching television, they are watching Netflix, they are busy gisting at the newspaper joint. They are busy discussing with friends, having fun with friends. They are not always, engaging into things that will change their lives. Most lazy people are also addicted to drugs and alcohol. You see them every day, they consume a lot of drugs and alcohol. If you tell them, they will tell you, what do you want me to do? I've done everything. This is the only thing consoling me. So lazy people are always prone to drugs and alcohol. Not all, but most lazy people are prone to drugs and alcohol. Another very important way to identify lazy people is that they are addicted to sex and party. So they always love sex. So every day, if they are with women, they are always, going in and out with different women. And always they are thinking about where the next party is happening. So this is a way to identify lazy people. If your life is characterized by up to 5 of these attributes, then you need to check yourself. You could be lazy. And that is why you are in a procrastination situation. You are in this financial mess that you are now. So you need to work on yourself. Get yourself right back. Yeah, laziness has a solution. Get yourself right back. Get entangled with hardworking people. Then, change your life and move on. The number 3 reason why you could be poor today is unfaithfulness. Have you cared to ask yourself a question why it is very, very difficult to find faithful people today? Yeah, all over the world, it is difficult to find faithful people today. How can you be rich and wealthy when the only chance you have to change your financial life, you ruined it by being unfaithful? You cannot say the truth. You are dishonest. Nobody can, hold on to your words. So anybody that do business with you always regret it. Anybody that gives you an opportunity will end up regretting the opportunity that gives to you. So you are closing the doors that will make you rich instead of opening them. So you can't be rich that way. If you're an unfaithful person today, you need to change your life by becoming faithful. Return that trust that people have in you. Anybody you do business with or entrust you with anything, always give good account of yourself, so that you can be found worthy of to be trusted. The 4th reason why you could be poor today is pride. A lot of people are proud today. They are too proud. They overestimate themselves. They don't want to start small. If you tell them, okay, go start here, they are telling you, oh, I'm not going to do this. This is too small for me. With all my degree, all my status, I cannot go and do this. So that may have been limiting you from becoming wealthy and rich. So for you to be rich, you must, keep pride aside, be able to do the things that are available for you to do to be successful. The 5th reason why you could be poor today is disobedience. A lot of people are poor today because they have been known to be disobedient in any way they find themselves. They are disobedient to their managers, disobedient to supervisors, disobedient to company policies, disobedient to company rules, and also they come to work late. And every day they are fighting with everyone, their co-workers and everyone. So there is hardly any job that can stay for up to 1 year. You start a job today, before the next 1 month or 2 weeks, you are already fired. As you are waiting to get on to the next job, you have already, consumed all your savings that you made from the previous jobs. So you can't be rich this way. So if you're a disobedient person, then you have to change, because disobedience can lead you to poverty and frustration. The number 6 reason why you could be poor is that you lack investment mentality. In fact, this is the top of the list, because no matter how you labor, no matter how much you get from your labor or the hard job that you have done, if you don't have that financial wisdom to turn your finances into investment so that you can grow your wealth from there, then all your labor can be in vain. The number 7 reason is lack of contentment. We have a lot of people in the world today who are not contented of who they are. They are not contented of what they have. They're always looking at other people. So I've come across friends that are telling me the money they are getting now just to blow it off. That the money for doing projects, the money for investment always come in bulk. So they are not contented. Anytime they have little, they are not contented. They always look at people. They go to Instagram. They look at people living fake life. So if you lack contentment, then you may remain poor for the rest of your life, because you will never be able to know that what you are getting will be enough for you to invest. So you'll be blowing it up and be believing that more will come. But the truth is that more will not always come. The number 8 reason why you may be poor today is comparison. You're always comparing yourself with others, but you don't know the source of their income, but you are comparing yourself every day. You want to be like Mr. A. You are not doing well. You are comparing yourself. Everything you do, you are not seeing, fulfillment in what you are doing. So you are always comparing yourself. So if you begin to compare yourself in that way, then it will be very difficult for you to make money because your life will be full of shit. The number 9 reason is overcertification. Yeah, this sounds funny, but sometimes overcertification can make you poor. You're always going after different certificates. The certificate that you already have, you are not even using them. From bachelor's degree, you want to get master's degree. From master's degree, you want to get PhD. From PhD, you want to get the other certification. You want to get the other certification. Certification that are not even useful to you. But because you are believing, you don't know that your potential to make money doesn't lie on those certificates. They lie in you. They lie in the way you think about yourself, in the way you think about money, in your level of financial literacy. But because of they are believing so much on those certificates, they spend many time pursuing that certificate. The number 10 reason why millions of people are poor today is lack of logical reasoning. Yeah, it is common to see today that no matter your level of education, your level of exposure, a lot of people today don't have logical reasoning. They don't reason logically. They don't look at things and ask the right questions. Whenever they want to make investment, they don't ask the right questions. That this investment I want to make, is this the right investment for me? They don't ask the kind of question they are supposed to ask. Where somebody is trying to tell you, okay, invest your money here. You don't ask yourself, this investment I want to make, how will they be able to make their money to pay me back this profit they are promising, this interest they are promising me? You go to the church, anything your pastor tell you, you don't reason it logically. You just give all your money and he's rich and you are poor. Whenever you see a situation, you approach it with critical, logical reasoning. Because money is not easy to get, but it is easy to spend. So whenever you are spending your money, you have to know that your money is going for the right reasons. You don't spend your money because you are emotional, because they are your father, they are your mother, they are your siblings, they are your friends, they are your pastor. You don't spend your money that way. So you have to be logical when you are spending it, because anytime the money goes, the money may not come back. So ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's video. My name remains Chris. If you are just joining us for the first time, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that anytime we make subsequent videos like this, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And please do not forget to like, share and comment in the comment section, and we'll be very happy that you did. So thank you guys. Bye bye.